Addison Coady, Emma Kingston, two of the members of the 2023 Mater Dei Open Division State Championship team, but the focus right now is on Rockland in the 2025 Open Division State Championship. Mater Dei making its fourth appearance in an Open final, its sixth state championship appearance overall, and for a group that prides itself on making history, not only in the southern section, but in the entire state of California and in the United States. Mater Dei could become the first three-time Open Division State Champion in California Interscholastic Federation history. Addie, obviously this has been the revenge tour, and one more obstacle in Rockland in front of you. What was it like to finally be able to check off that, that last revenge piece on the list against Sierra Canyon?
I mean, it was just such a great feeling. I think our team, that whole week of practice and leading up to it, we watched so much film. Everyone knew the game plan going in. We worked so hard in practice, implementing what they were gonna do and what we thought was gonna happen. So I just think our team worked really hard because we wanted it so bad. And then I think losing that first set and then having that go through 4 sets and us coming back to the next 3 was just really great because it was it just showed determination and we pushed through. So it was a great feeling to win that game.
It seemed like after the first set, and to reflect back to Cerritos College, losing the last 3 there, it's I don't know how many times any Mater Dei team has lost to any one single opponent in 4 consecutive sets, maybe ever in program history. It just seemed like in the second, third, and fourth sets that you and the rest of the group just put your foot down and it was just enough is enough.
I mean, I would agree with that. I feel like we kind of came back in that huddle after that first set. We're guys, we definitely made mistakes on our end and we need to clean it up, but let's just play our game of volleyball. That's all we can do, just control the game, and let's just clean up our side and play for each other, because this is some of our seniors last few games, we didn't want to go home and then have that be our last game, so we're let's finish it up.
Absolutely. Emma, when this group is magnificent in the middle, everything flows around it. The two of you combined 21 kills and 9 blocks. We're seeing just the evolution and the metamorphosis of one of the best freshmen in America, and J.L. Smith. She had 6 blocks as well. Just how fulfilling is it, how rewarding is it when all the pieces that everybody knew you had, because as Coach Dan Odell says, you have one of the best practice gyms in America, but to finally see it all coming together at the most important time of the year.
It was great. It was perfect, honestly. I thought we all worked so hard and we were doing so well in practice, and some of us had to adapt to new positions. I'm usually in middle, but I had to play right. And this was a big change for me, but obviously I feel even Addie in the beginning of the year, we felt we could also play oppo as well as middle. And I definitely feel we just came together and really gelled in that game. We worked, our defense worked so hard around the block, and I feel it all just came together at that game. We just played as a unit, and that's what drove us to win.
Most definitely. Just the unselfishness of this group, right? Because every single person, on probably 99% of the rest of the teams in America would be the main option, the primary target. The fact that this group has given so much to the the name on the front of the kit, what has that meant to that even through some of the setbacks, whether it was Bishop Gorman, whether it was Marymount in Durango, whether it was Redondo, whether it was Sierra Canyon at Cerritos College, it's even with some of those obstacles and bumps in the road, everybody's been rewarded by just playing for the greater good, playing for each other. So how meaningful is that?
It's so meaningful. I feel especially in this year, we had to do things we were uncomfortable with, and to see everybody come together and support each other with that, obviously we have a really, really good practice gym, and everybody on our team is really, really good. And I feel we were the closest we've ever been this year, as well as being really good. So I feel that team chemistry and that kind of collaboration is what was really special this season, because you don't get that in previous seasons.
Absolutely. Addie, they always say that comparison is the thief of joy, so I'm not going to ask you to compare the 2023 team to this team, but just for you personally, we saw it in Arizona. You were extraordinary, and just continuing to find new levels. The woman that played against Sierra Canyon at Cerritos College was not the same woman that played at Sierra Canyon. Just getting better and better, building, at the right time of the year. How would you kind of assess the Addison Coady that's going to be at Santiago Canyon College facing Rockland versus that woman 2 years ago, and just how proud are you of that growth?
I mean, 2 years ago, I think that I wasn't as confident as I was now. I wasn't as strong. I wasn't as assured of my ability. Like, I know who I am as a player now. I know like what I can do, and I always want to push myself to be better and like be like I want to strive to get the point. I want the block. I want the set. Like that's kind of a difference. Like I obviously wanted that my sophomore year, but it's so much deeper and so much like bigger this year. Like as a senior, like and just like having all those years of experience behind me, like it just all comes together to this moment. It's like I think I've grown a lot, and I'm really proud of how far I've come.
Awesome. And the last thing, obviously, when you look on the calendar and you say Friday the 21st should be our last practice, Saturday the 22nd should be our last match. Like people can talk about that back in August, but especially your group playing, you know, one of the toughest schedules in America, to have to navigate through the gauntlet of Florida, of Arizona, of Vegas, and then you know the southern section and the regionals and whatnot. Just what does it say about just like the resilience and the perseverance and you know the determination of this group that you're on the doorstep of making history again? Yeah,
I feel like we really overcame adversity this year. Like we came into the season like being super optimistic, like thinking we're gonna win CIF, we're gonna do all these other things. But as soon as we lost CIF, I feel like everybody like came together as a unit and be like, okay, let's reset, let's go get at state. And because of like this resilience and like ability to like face adversity like this, I feel like that's what really drove us to like this final now. And yeah, it's just like that optimism and confidence that we can do it. I feel like that really drove us to this point.
Well, they've had to go all the way to Florida and Las Vegas and Arizona. It's going to be a nice trip to nearby Santiago Canyon College to play a state final in a year where the Mater Dei boys became the first team ever to win a state championship. Now the Mater Dei girls have the opportunity to carve their own place in history, becoming a three-time Open Division champion, 2018, 2023, and we hope come Saturday night, 2025 as well. Ladies, well done and best of luck.
Thank you.